Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Ryan Santoso now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on fourth down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it, and he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
To try again after the sack. Lawrence. And that falls to the ground. Incomplete. Nice job of bottling it defensively. And now brings up third down.
This drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Completing it here, Marvin Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now Lawrence on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault, 44 yards. And the Jags have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. It'll It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Man open left side is Brown. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun back there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
first and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they started to execute it, and they started to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. ETN up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And a 1st and goal coming up inside the 10-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit to hold them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Lawrence will throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
A give to ETN running right, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30. That's all.
We talk about the best strong safeties. Constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On play action, Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it back. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. The back deep for Philadelphia, Devontae Smith. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go option to the short side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll set up a throw. And his throw is incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
The penalty is declined.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
On first down, Lawrence throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for Jacksonville in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Let's go, baby.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain gain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go again with Sanders. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 62 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might have wiggled out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence. And incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this point and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a 1st down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's ETN down to about the 32.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he's going to go down here as sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. And athletic grab, but still well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned a ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. On 4th down, here's the option. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle there.
Well, the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Little read option, the end result, the first down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's in for the Eagles touchdown. It's their cornerback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, there's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Draw play, ETN. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits on the rushing report.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. The Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and saying, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't. Because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it. Because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Going for it with Sanders. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jones has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 31, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Back to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So to throw again is Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Waste of time.
Here we go on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of winning the game. So fly, Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.